It's Sunday night. This is Strikeout Beer. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Strikeout Beer podcast. I'm RD, flying solo tonight. This is the Sunday live stream. It's been a minute, I think, since I've done this. I was mixing in some Friday happy hours and some other things. Then I was like, let me just get back to doing Sundays. And of course, it's Easter. So happy Easter, everybody. I had kids coming over today. I had some that came over at like noon, and they already left. I got me a little nap in, and then the next wave's here. And I was like, well, I got to do this either now or later. I don't really know what to do. Liz like, just go do it. And I said, you got it, baby. So here we are. Welcome into the show. Tonight, we're having a phenomenal beer. I've had this before. We're going to have it again. This is Nations Brewing Czech Your Attitude Pilsner, which is really good for family time and whatnot. Just check that attitude. Put it in the back there. 5.1% alcohol by volume, which is different from Untapped. I'll tell you the difference here in a second. And the weird part is, I don't know what's up with these descriptions. But anyway, I feel like I need to show you. I got the big cup out tonight, baby. We're gonna full pour, hard pour. Let it glug, 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 glug. I want y'all to witness this. One more. It's a double night. I was gonna do 3, but we'll just do 2. It's hard to get 3 in here, hard pouring. So there we are. How's everybody doing? Oof. And there we go. Oh, yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Look at that. Cheers. All foam. Let me settle that down for a second here. All right. Again, Czech Your Attitude by Nations Brewing out of Carrollton, Texas. This beer, it says 5% on Untapped. It says 5.1 on the can, 27 IBUs. The description here is phenomenal. Absolute banger. Session Czech Pilsner. There you go. I think they wrote up a nice little on Instagram. They had a nice little write-up on Instagram. So, but anyway, yeah, it's been a hell of a weekend, a wild week. I'm glad it's finally settling down, to be honest with you. I needed some time. My body is just kind of giving out on me. Like, my back has hurt for like a week now, and I did a little too much yard work and whatnot. And today was going to be rest. Like Liz and I was like, do I get to rest today? And she's like, yeah, just take it easy. Cause I've been getting up really early, knocking out stuff around the house, digging up, chopping down trees, digging up bushes. I mean, just trying to get everything in order. And all the while, I got these live oaks, and all I do is just drop leaves and I don't know what it is, whatever they bloom this time of the year. The S is everywhere. And I didn't want to have to get up on the roof. So luckily my son came over, and I was like, hey, I know you're in your Sunday clothes, and you got home from church, and you're about to go to your girlfriend's family event. You mind getting on the roof real quick and blowing all this stuff up? I asked him because I don't want to do it. I just don't want to get on the roof. And 2, he'll be gone in a couple of days. He's going on vacation for a while. So I'm like, whatever. But he did it. No problem. And all help me out. And I was like, thank you so much. I was like, I really appreciate it. So anyways, let's get some of this in me, and maybe I'll feel just a little bit better. Oh yeah. Delicious. I actually had this on tap the night it was released. It was usually on Fridays they do like small batch Friday. And I don't know if this was part of the small batch, to be honest with you. I knew they just canned it, and I was like, well, I like all their Pilsners. They make really good Pilsners. They've had Italian, Czech, German, and all just bangers. They really are. And it's my favorite brewery. So let's just be honest. It's my favorite one. This is my local one that I go to. My favorite brewery is no longer with us. RIP Brutal. If you're listening, I love you so much. I miss you, and I love you so much. But anyways, a hell of a weekend, hell of March Madness. Everything's just going ape-s right now. I really do hope that you got in on this bracket of ours, because it's bonkers. You had Sweet 16 kicked off on Thursday and finished up on Friday, and made it to Elite 8 on Friday or Saturday, and then on Sunday. So I guess we can go ahead and go through the scores. Now, it was so freaking crazy. Like, I had Arizona and UConn winning, UNC winning, and I think Iowa State. If you listen to the show on Wednesday, that's exactly what I said. I'm pretty sure I just picked favorites. I was like, I'm just going to pick favorites from here on out. Clemson upset Arizona 77-72, which was absolutely insane. UConn, it was, if I remember this correctly, it was a close game. No, I'm thinking of another one. Or am I? No, yeah, it's a different game. Anyway, so UConn just beat the brakes right off of San Diego State. Upset alert, man. Number 1 UNC goes down to number 4 Alabama, 89-87. Fun game to watch. I mean, it was great. And then the other one, I was like, all right, Illinois and Iowa State. It's kind of late. I was like, don't really care, but don't really care about either of these teams. But it was another technically an upset, 72-69, a number 3 over number 2 seed. Then you get into Friday, and I think this is where the games are really fun, and they were wild. So NC State just pistol whips Marquette 67-58, a number 11. They're 11 seed. They're in the Final Four. You know what's crazy? I said this last week and the week before that I don't think that they should have been put in as 11 seed. No way. They are the ACC champions. They beat Duke. They beat North Carolina. Why are they 11 seed? And somebody was talking about that earlier, like, the 11 seeds are going to be sneaky this year. Well, hell yeah, if you're putting conference champions in as the 11 seeds, yeah, sure. Anyway, so they won. And then Purdue proceeded to steamroll Gonzaga. Wild stuff, 80-68. Purdue is on fire right now. Then you had Duke another upset. Duke beat Houston 54-51. And when I saw this score, I was like, is this real? 54 points and you won the game? Like Houston put up 51? What the hell's going on? These are low scores. Just not exciting. And they want to blame it on defense. Oh, the defense was phenomenal. I was like, maybe they were. I don't know. Then Tennessee took care of business against Creighton, 82-75. There you go. And so that led you into your Elite Eight. So Saturday and then on Sunday as well, which was fine. I actually really enjoyed the Elite Eight games. The cool thing is, you got to watch all the other games, the Sweet 16s, because there's just not a lot going on. So they can play all the games where there's not a lot of overlap. Sweet 16, there's a little bit, I think they brought in TBS and then the TNT or True TV or something like that. There's a couple of them that for some reason have identical, like TNT and True TV had the exact same games on for some reason. I don't know, but whatever. Cheers. So Elite Eight, here we go. UConn just destroys Illinois, 77-52. And I'm pretty sure while I was watching this game, I was outside because I was like burning wood and brush and stuff like that, that the game was really close. I'm going to click on it because I got to – it was 23-28, the Huskies, right? And if I'm not mistaken, they went on a 30-0 run to open up the second half. I'm pretty sure they did. They ended up scoring 49 points in the second. Illinois finally put up some buckets, 29 or whatever. But, yeah, they went on a crazy run. And it was wild. You're just sitting there like, holy shit, is Illinois ever going to score? And, Jesus, it gave them 30 points and then, started trying to get back in. It was over at that point. Another upset, not an upset. Alabama beat Clemson this afternoon. I took a snoozer during the second half of that game. I was like, it's just a long weekend. I've been exhausted. I'm tired. And so I was like, I'm going to sleep. I'm just going to lay on the couch. Lizzie gave me the green light to just relax. And I took full advantage of it and snoozed right through it. Your Final Four is set. You got number 11, NC State, taking on number 1, Purdue, and then number 4, Alabama, taking on number 1, UConn. Let's take a look at the actual betting lines right now because they have already changed. They were issued, changed. They were X'd out for Alabama and Connecticut. I guess a lot of people jumped on the line, and so they moved it. But anyways, so April 6th, you're going to have I hate that they don't have the times on here. Let me go back to Google because Google should have it. Okay. Purdue and the NC State games at 5:09 Central Time, and then UConn Alabama games at 7:49. So there you go, and it's next Saturday. So it should be good. Should be easy. Give you a nice little something to do. If you get stuck going somewhere or whatever, you got watch the game on the TV. A little family dinner, but you're close enough to a TV. Every time I have to go to like a family dinner, it's like during like the NFL playoffs, and I'm like, can we? I don't care where we go. Can we go somewhere there's a television? Because I'll watch it on my phone. I don't care, but I'm gonna watch it. I was at a wedding reception. I was watching the Chargers and the Jaguars. David Sanchez's wedding reception, and Chargers are just beating the hell out of them. And then I was like, all right, we got to go. We'll watch the rest of the game. By the time I got all the way back from like David, Texas, Jacksonville had come back. I think it was Jacksonville, and it was crazy. It's the craziest upset ever. Anyway, right now, as we're sitting here talking at this moment, Purdue is a 9.5-point favorite over NC State. and the over-under set at 146. Purdue has something to prove, and I think that might get in their way. NC State has nothing to prove. They are the Cinderella. They are the what do they call it? Something of the ball, the bell of the ball. I want NC State to win. Absolutely. And can they? Yes. Purdue damn near lost today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just clicked the X instead of the button. Man. Anyways, I just please give me NC State to win this. I just want to see more chaos. I just want to see the madness. But in all honesty, if I had to put money on it, I would probably take Purdue. But then again, I'm not going to put it on them to win because you get terrible odds, negative like 510. You got to bet off $510 just to win $100. So, anyways, and you got number 1 Connecticut against the number 4 Alabama. Another big spread game. 11.5 points. 11.5. Negative 750 in favor of Connecticut. UConn should roll. I don't think there's a chance. I think if you want to pick like an upset this weekend, it's going to be NC State. I think it has to be, right? That is the upset. Alabama, I don't think they can beat Connecticut. I just don't think they can. So there you go. And so let's just say theoretically, NC State and Connecticut, and then Connecticut's the win. But if you can give me an NC State Wolfpack national championship, I think I'm going to take it. I don't know. I think I'm going to take it. What's up, Billy Joe? How we doing? I just had a guy stab me in the arm and called me fat. I hate going to the doctors. How you doing, man? Cheers to you. Welcome in. I don't have anything else up. I'm not even monitoring like Twitch right now. I'm really not. I'm just kind of flying through because we got kids, we got family here, and I just kind of snuck away to have a couple beers because, I mean, you could hear like babies crying and shit in the background, and just it wears on me a little bit. I'm not much for like kids these days. But anyway, so there you go. There's your March Madness scores, your Final Four projections with some odds. Gamble responsibly, as I say. But I love getting involved with like underdog, like fantasy points, over-unders on player props and things like that. And we have a link if you want it. It's not like we're not affiliated with them. It's just a refer a friend link. I think you can get, I don't know what it is. We'll talk about it. I'm terrible at this. And Alan's been posting his underdog picks on Patreon, patreon.com/strikeout beer. I've been posting some crazy videos as well. It's a little bit more, not so, it's a bit wild, to be honest. And you get previews of all the beers that we're looking at, and you get access to our fantasy leagues and things like that. You get priority. So want to thank everybody for being a part of that. Big shout out. Big shout out. And speaking of fantasy, we have fantasy NBA, fantasy NHL, and I've got some bad news. Oh, you know what? Before we do never mind. I had the bracket pulled up. I was like, but I've already kind of transitioned. So let's keep going. Let's God almighty. Anyways, the NHL or the basketball, the NBA playoffs, the fantasy NBA playoffs had already started. I had no idea. I got 6 guys on my bench that are all injured. I'm like saving them because I think that the fantasy playoffs don't start till like mid-April. No, they're started already. And I'm about to get taken down by old school's wife. I'm not even kidding, man. I got a bye week. I got a freaking bye week. Take a Luka me now. I was like, oh, cool. I'm just going to ride this out. Not even worry about it. Nope. I'm going to get bounced. Royal Klutz is going to do me in because today's the last day of it. I was like, son of a gun. I could have went in and just picked up anybody and stayed alive. This is for me only having like 6 healthy people. Anyways, another year squandered. But take a look at me now. It looks like they're going to beat old school unless something happens tonight, which is the final night. So, I mean, everybody's playing right now. But you're going to have I don't know. Is that Jay? Let me make sure. No, it's Dylan. Okay, so Dylan Busby and Mrs. Old School Wizard for the main event, Christy. There you go. So yeah, they're gonna go on to the championship, and then I guess me and whatever will duke it out for 3rd place. Now, as far as NHL goes, I just happened to pull this up, and we are in the playoffs. Or it just says week. Okay, I thought it was playoffs. It is. It says playoffs. Okay. All right. Listen up. So Wired Jaws and myself have bye weeks, right? And that's this week. Next week is the, I guess divisional rounds or whatever you want to call it. So right now the Mighty Cucks are beating the No Pucks Given. And then the Tony's top-notch team, which I swear to God he has not started a lineup all season, is going to beat, I think he might beat Revanite, which is Rumley, who has been like kicking ass all year. Oh my God. And so I get to play the winner of them, it looks like, from this bracket. We'll have an update and we'll talk about the matchups on Strikeout Beer this Wednesday, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you jump in there for that. Oh my God. Unbelievable. And I missed the for the fantasy baseball, I totally missed the boat. And I didn't realize these other ones are already coming to an end. Otherwise, I would have jumped in and did it. I just didn't want to do like 3 leagues at once. And I think I'm still going to have time to do it. I'll probably join a league. I'll talk to Alan this week and see if he wants to get in on one. And then maybe we can just hop in and we'll see what happens, right? So, and I'm messing with my camera right now. I don't know. I'm like shaking the thing back and forth. So let me just keep my hands on my beer and the other one to myself. How about that? But yeah, I want to get in baseball. Speaking of baseball, SB Baseball Podcast, Alan's putting out a daily recap show in the morning. He'll go back, tell you all the scores. It's like Sports Center on crack, right? It's just hammer out some numbers, but then give you some highlights, talk about some lowlights, things like that. Good stuff. And then we do our weekly show as well. So we're tons of stuff. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be quite upfront that his morning show is audio only. You can listen to it wherever you listen to your podcast, Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever. You just can't find the video of it anyways, because he just sits down, hammers out the stats, talks to you a little bit, calls it a day. So doesn't go live. These are recorded, and that's where they go. And then with baseball, I just recorded season 2 of episode 3, I think so, for the Texas Ranger Roundup. Now that drops usually on Monday mornings, and then I'm trying to work in maybe 2 a week. To kind of get between the series, talk about the upcoming series and the past series, things like that, not have to worry about going too far in the future. They last between 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. Alan's range from about 2 to 3 minutes to about 5 minutes. Again, the Ranger Roundup and SB Baseball, they are audio only. You can only listen to them Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Amazon, wherever you listen to your podcast. Now, speaking of those shows, along with this show here, Strikeout Beer, we're doing a giveaway. So let me see if I can get this baby in the shot here. So you got your home craft beer growler. You see this bad boy? Check this out. So apparently this is refreshing craft beer straight from your countertop tap. 2-liter capacity, double wall vacuum, insulates, keeps your beverages cold up to 24 hours. Quick connect regulator and pressure gauge. CO2 cartridge to keep beer fresh and carbonated up to 30 days. Twist on cap ensures growler remains sealed and spill free. This thing's like $150 on Amazon. We're going to be giving it away. The thing will be listed tomorrow on our Twitters and our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, here are the rules that we've come out with so far. A like and a share gets you 1 entry. But if you review Strikeout Beer, SB Baseball, Texas Ranger Roundup on Spotify or iHeartRadio, or not Spotify or Apple. No, yes, Apple, Spotify. You rate us on there, screenshot it, put it in the comments. You're going to get 5 extra entries to win this baby. We're going to let it go all the way through April. So we're going to post it many times. So, every time you like and share, that's 1, right? On multiple posts. You know what I mean? Not, you know what I'm saying? And because it'll say how many people have shared it. They'll show who shared it. And then, but yeah, rate the show, but you're going to rate the show once, right? From each category. So if you do them, but you get 5 entries. All right. I've had this thing. I never got to use it. And I was like, Lizzie got it to me as a gift. I was like, you know what? That'd be great for a nice little giveaway. And so this is going to be part of that giveaway. Looking forward to it. Yeah. Cheers. I only have a one hit topic on golf. Jaeger wins the Jaeger. He wins the Houston Open. The reason I'm mentioning it. Yeah, there you go. Is because Scotty Scheffler was supposed to win. Like he was right there, and he missed a 5-foot putt on 18. And all I could think to me, it was like, he's one of us. One of us, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes the pressure gets to you. The guy's an amazing putter, amazing golfer. And for that to happen, it's just insane. So, but, another week of golf, some heartbreak, but, the dude's crushing it. He's absolutely killing it. He's I mean, he's number one for a reason, right? I think he's still number one. Excuse me. A couple side notes here. Rashee Rice is allegedly in trouble because there was an accident in Dallas. It looked like it was on 75. And if you ever been on 75 in Dallas, hold the hell on. You know what I mean? Like, it is crazier than hell. And so it looks like two cars. There's video up. You can go on Twitter and find the video. It's dash cam footage. So someone had a Garmin dash cam on their car, and all of a sudden, this car kind of slowly passed him on the left lane, and then all of a sudden, two cars like freaking drill this Prius. Of course, it's a Prius in the left lane or whatever the hell it was. And then, I mean, cars go freaking everywhere. So it was a Corvette. I can't tell what the other car was. So I think they're looking for him or something like that, because there's some active, like, hey, we got to bring him in, find out what's going on, or he was one of the drivers or some shit. I don't even know. But crazy wreck. You can check it out. Check out the video. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. I mean, it looked like it was daytime, so it wasn't like it was, they were just going fast. And I mean, you have people that drive on 75 like 40 miles an hour. Some people drive 55, and then some people drive 150. But I try to stay the hell off that road as much as I can. It is crazy. And then if I am ever on it, I'm never anywhere near the left lanes. Like, I go center. It's like 5 lanes on each side. It's huge. Never go anywhere near the left 2 lanes. But yeah, I don't know. It seemed wild. Obviously they were racing or something like that, because they were going fast, and they just drill this car, swerves. And I mean, it pretty much goes from the left lane, and then the wreck continues into other cars and other traffic all the way to the right lane, all the way to the shoulder. Holy shit. Other side note, Rangers beat the Cubs, win the series 2-3. Astros suck. They're 0-4. Suck it, Astro fans and the Astros. I don't think I've ever met like an Astro fan that was just kind of chill and cool. Like, but I don't know. It's like when we go to the Ranger games, and this is over, I don't know, 15, 20-year period. No matter where I sat in the stadium, if you always have a chirpy ass Astro fan, and real just obnoxious too. And I'm like sitting there like, what the hell? I mean, you got kids there and shit, but then again, half the people don't give a damn how they act in front of their kids nowadays anyway. So you got that going for you. But yeah, oh my God. I'm not going to kill this, because obviously I'm done. I'm out of time. I got to get back out there. But yeah, delicious. 3 Nations Brewing. Check Your Attitude. And then on top of that, no, I don't think we're going to have a stream on Monday. It's been a while since we had one anyway. Oh, no. You know what? Stream on Monday, April 1st. I'm going to start doing fantasy football mock draft Monday. It'll be the first Monday of the month. April is the next month. Obviously, April's tomorrow. Goodbye. See you later, March. Hello, April. Got the NFL draft coming up this month as well. So you're going to see a little bit of fantasy football, SB fantasy football. When you do see that, it's audio and video. So it's not just one. But yeah, hopefully I'll be live on SB fantasy, probably Facebook and maybe I'll work in Instagram. I don't know, but at least Twitch. No, not. Why do I say Twitch? I think it's going to be Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah. So if you're not following us already on those, you should be. SB Fantasy Football. And then we'll have our normal show on Wednesday. I don't even know what the hell we're talking about this week. No idea. I mean, probably have some beers, talk some S. But I figured out the sound problems. So that's always a good thing. I even told Alan, I go, hey, I figured it out. And then, something else will always go wrong. And I've got the room kind of messed up in the background because of all the crap that I'm trying to get rid of so much stuff. I'm rearranging crap, and then my kid showed up today with like 2 more containers. He's like, hey, can you hold these for me? I'm going to be out of town for a while. He's moving out of his apartment and whatever. It's like, fine. It's like, so I guess he got rid of like everything else. This is all he's got left. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But anyway, be sure to be paying attention on the socials, get those notifications turned on, and be a part of this giveaway, win this cool thing. Because I want it to go definitely to someone who's watching us all the time and viewing, a supporter, things like that, not just some rando. I don't mind giving stuff to random people, but I'd rather see to go to somebody that watches all the time. Anyways, I'm RD. I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Happy Monday if you're listening to this. But we'll see you. All right, gotta go. Bye. Thanks for listening to Strikeout Beer.